I'm always a fan of homemade is better, so learn how to make this better than takeout Char Siu Fried Rice. Stick around, I'll teach you how. Aloha mai kako, my name is Relle and welcome to my kitchen where I like to share all my favorite Hawaiian and local recipes. And today I've got a good one for you. We're gonna be making some fried rice, not just any old fried rice, but Char Siu Fried Rice. Everybody has their own way of making fried rice. This is mine. If you make it different or you wanna add other things, go for it. But this is how I do it. So let's get started. You can use a wok or whatever pan that you like. I like the wok. This pan is actually really great. It's called Hexclad, super awesome. You can check it out. I'll link the one that I have in the description box below. So you'll add a little bit of oil, cooking oil of choice, up to you what one you want. And then some char siu. If you want the recipe for char siu, I'll link that in the description box below. You can check that out. We're just gonna kind of heat this through. And while this is heating through and getting that flavor and stuff into the oil, we will start adding the rest of it. So you'll need an onion. I really like sweet Maui onions. If you can't find it, don't worry about it. Trick, cut it in half through the root side, keep one side intact. I'm not gonna use the whole thing. And then, I show this all the time. I know I say that all the time as well, but cut the top and you're gonna peel off the excess papery part of it. Fried rice is like a staple in Hawaii. Everybody has, their fried rice recipe. A lot of different places have fried rice too, but I just think the way we do things here, it's just great. I gotta do a regular like Hawaiian style fried rice. I can't believe I didn't do a video on that yet. So, sorry, I totally was talking and not explaining. So we're gonna cut horizontally, like I just did if you were watching my hand and not me talking. And then you're gonna turn the onion, and then you're gonna cut vertically, perpendicular to what you just cut, like this. The closer together you make your cuts, the smaller the pieces. Please be careful. And then you're gonna turn it back again, and then it's gonna fray. So you wanna kind of hold it, but keep your fingers out of the way. And then you're just gonna cut down this way. And then into the, it didn't even go off. Into the pan we go. Cook that up. And some of that char siu flavor got into the oil, so you'll get that into the onion. I love a good garlic press. I tell you guys that all the time. It gives uniform small pieces. Nobody likes to bite in a big piece of garlic, right? I'll link the one I have in the description box below. You just put it in and give it a squeeze. You can put more than one. It takes a little bit more effort. Okay, garlic in. Garlic burns. Everything burns. Who am I kidding? But you want to keep that moving as best you can. Okay, fried rice. Can't make fried rice without rice. I like white rice. Here in Hawaii, like medium grain rice from the yellow bag, that one. I find a lot of people like that, but if you want to do brown rice, jasmine rice, a different kind of rice, you totally can do that. So you'll get some rice. Day-old rice is best. You can even stick it in the fridge a little bit. So made this one yesterday, and it's a great way to use leftover rice, right? I am a rice fan. Before, I used to eat rice with everything. Like I couldn't have a meal without rice, especially as a kid. It's gotten better, but still. You're gonna kind of break it up. And then the sauce mixture that I like to use, this hand, I swear. Go watch my other videos. This hand is always like, doesn't know what to do with itself. I don't know. The sauce mixture that I like is a little bit of shoyu. Shoyu is Japanese style soy sauce. You can find it in the Asian aisle at most grocery stores. A little bit of oyster sauce. Oyster sauce adds a little bit of sweetness. Shoyu is like the umami of it. And then sesame oil. Sesame oil is a strong flavor, so a little bit goes a long way. And try not to when I put these seasonings in, you see how I kind of spread it out? If you put it in only one spot, it's sometimes too concentrated. So what you want to try and do is, just drizzle it all over. So a little bit of it goes everywhere, like so. And then I'll show you a trick. A lot of mainland style fried rice has peas and carrots. I was gonna put it in here. My husband's like, you don't make it like that. Why would you do that? I was like, I don't know. Because I feel like a lot of people would like it. If you like peas and carrots, go get some frozen ones and toss it in, or fresh ones, totally up to you. So the trick is to get it. You see how some rice like over here is still white and some is like super brown like that? Basically, you're just trying to get it to incorporate all together. All right. To be honest, I actually never really measure. I like to measure everything. I like to bake. I like recipes. I like following how things are supposed to be. But one thing I never honestly really do is fried rice, which is so funny because I was sitting here trying to write the recipe so I could share it because, you know, other people want the recipe. I was trying to figure out how much I use and I was like, I don't really know. But the thing about cooking is you kind of gotta adjust, right? You gotta taste as you go, add a little bit more, add a little bit less. So while what I have in here is what the recipe calls for, I can see the color is a little bit lighter than I would like it. And the only way to really know is to taste it. So more the rice itself, the char siu tastes like the char siu, so it's fine. And actually, it's pretty close, despite the color being a little bit lighter. But I think we can still go a little bit more shoyu, a little bit more oyster sauce. There's one more ingredient that goes in here, so we're gonna add that. And I'll show you the trick on how to, actually I lied, not one. There's a couple more. So a little bit more shoyu and a little bit more, and try not to get a big blob in one spot. All right. Now that the rice is at this stage, of course, you need an egg. I didn't forget that. So trick, you make a well in the middle of your rice, like so. Crack the egg first. The reason being is if I crack the egg in here and the egg is a dud, it's junk for some reason, then I just ruin my whole thing. So crack an egg into a container first. You can kind of whisk it up. And then it goes right into the well like that. And you're gonna cook it almost till it cooks all the way through and then toss it in and it'll go. Now, I know this is metal on metal, but guess what? This pan is made for that. If you have another pan, maybe don't use the metal fork. But you're gonna kind of scramble that up a little. Salt and pepper, don't forget that. Turn the heat up a little. And it's okay that the raw egg gets on the rice because it's gonna get heated through. I turned up the heat a little. I was worried that while I was cutting, it was gonna be slowing down. So it's, you see how it's kind of scrambling? So you want like a loose scramble, up to you actually. If you like fully scrambled eggs, scramble it all the way through. I scramble it while it's loose and then mix it in so you still get some of that onto the rice. And because I have a pan that's bigger than the heating element, that's why it takes a little bit longer. Watch when you're doing it at home. It'll cook through quicker than this probably. And then you're gonna kind of start mixing it in. Do you have to do it like this? No, it's fine. You can totally scramble the egg all the way through first and then mix it. And then you get little bits of egg all the way through. So just let that cook through until your egg is done. We'll be back in a bit to show you what it looks like. All right, and that's what it'll look like. And of course, we need some color. Good old green onion. Cut the bottom, plant it, save it, throw it away, up to you. You're just gonna thinly slice this. A couple of stalks. And then green onions. Actually, I'll go like this. And then all you want to do is toss it together. You can get 2 spoons. It helps. Goes into the bowl. Perfect for breakfast, lunch, dinner. Really, any time of the day, right? So good. And that's how you make char siu fried rice. If you like local recipes and you want to see more, then check out this video here. And until next time, ahui ho!
Thank you for watching my mommy's video.